They say knowledge is power. So stand by to take charge. With support from the National Science Foundation, computer scientist Shwetak Patel and his team are developing new sensing systems. Their goal is to empower people to make better informed decisions for themselves and their homes.
The initial focus was really around energy and water monitoring. So how do we provide users with really fine-grained information about energy and water consumption so they can make decisions about how to reduce their ecological footprint?
With that in mind, they built a new generation of smart sensors that puts a detailed breakdown of your home energy usage at your fingertips.
So the energy monitor is actually a single device that you plug into an electrical outlet.
Inside this box is a sensor that monitors electronic interference on a home's power line. Watch what happens to this readout when we turn on a lamp. That's not just noise in the system, it's a signal. The trick is in figuring out what it's saying.
And so what we do is we use machine learning on that signal to basically tease apart that, oh, that's the oven that turned on, or that's the TV that turned on, or that's the laptop.
For water consumption, they did much the same thing. This time, a sensor screws onto an outdoor faucet to monitor water pressure changes in the plumbing.
So again, using pattern matching on those appliances, we can say, oh, the washing machine just went off, or you flushed a toilet, or the shower was running. So now we can actually break down the water usage down to each water fixture.
Most of this technology has already been transferred to industry. Now Patel and his team have set their sights on personal health monitoring.
So how do we take this noise and make it into a signal of interest was kind of the core of what we did for many years, and we're taking that work and applying it to other domains.
They're looking to take advantage of all the functionality built into our smartphones. Here, the user would opt into an app that uses the microphone to listen in the background for coughs, searching for patterns that suggest a trip to the doctor might be in order.
We construct these models that try and understand how sound works, what its patterns are, and we give it a whole bunch of examples of different kinds of audio, things like people talking, things like people laughing, sneezing, and of course coughing.
This app uses a phone's camera to check hemoglobin levels in blood by analyzing the color of capillary beds right through the skin.
Generally, what happens is if you're anemic, your blood's going to be a little less red. And we take advantage of that by putting your finger over a camera of a phone. The camera of the phone can actually see the coloration of the blood.
And this test uses the camera to help nervous parents who are worried about newborn jaundice.
Now, jaundice is something that doctors who have seen tons of babies can just kind of figure out on a very basic level of, is this baby, do they need to get treatment, or are they in a good condition? Whereas a first-time parent has no idea necessarily what jaundice might look like.
Patel says sensors like these and many others will one day be commonplace and more far-reaching than we think.
For healthcare, doing things like prediction of chronic diseases well before people are symptomatic, thinking about predicting traffic flows and pollution and those kind of things. Now we're starting to create models where we can start to identify issues well before they occur, so we can actually come in and change the course of how those things might happen.
Advancing personal sensor technology, putting the tools for better decision-making in your hands. For Science Nation, I'm Miles O'Brien.